Welcome back. Today we are tackling the partition labels problem. This is a common greedy algorithm question that often appears in coding interviews. It tests your ability to process strings and manage intervals efficiently. The problem gives us a string consisting of lowercase English letters. Our goal is to split this string into as many parts as possible. However, there is a catch. Each letter must appear in at most one part. For example, if we have the input string shown here, we need to return a list of integers representing the size of these parts. Let's clarify the core constraint. If a character, say A, appears in the first part, it cannot appear in the second, third, or any subsequent part. This implies that all occurrences of a specific character must be grouped together within a single partition boundaries. Here is an example of a wrong partition. Notice that the letter A appears in the first block, but it also appears in the second block. This violates our rule because the occurrences of A are not confined to a single part. Therefore, we cannot cut the string here. Here is a valid partition for the same string. In the first part, we have all the A's, B's, and C's. None of these letters appear in the later parts. The second part contains all the D's, E's, F's, and G's. This configuration satisfies the condition and also gives us the maximum number of parts, which are sizes 9, 7, and 8 respectively. So, how do we solve this efficiently? The key insight is that to determine where a partition ends, we must know the furthest reach of every character currently inside it. Specifically, we need to know the index of the very last occurrence of each character in the string. The first step of our algorithm is pre-processing. We iterate through the string once and record the last index where each character appears. For example, the last A is at index 8, the last B is at index 5, and so on. We can store this in a hash map or an integer array of size 26. Now for the greedy strategy. We will iterate through the string using two variables, start and end. Start marks the beginning of the current partition. As we visit each character, we look up its last occurrence index. We update our end variable to be the maximum of the current end and this character's last index. If our current iteration index reaches this end value, it means we have visited all necessary characters for this group, and we can close the partition. Let's walk through it. We start at index 0 with the character A. We check our pre-computed map and see that the last occurrence of A is at index 8. This means our current partition must extend at least to index 8 to include all A's. So, our end pointer is set to 8. We continue iterating. We see B, which ends at 5. 8 is still larger, so the end pointer stays at 8. We continue this for all characters. Eventually, our current index reaches 8. Since current index equals our end pointer, we know that all characters encountered so far have their last occurrences within this range. We can safely cut the string here. The size of this part is 9. After finding a partition, we reset our start pointer to the next index, which is 9. We repeat the process. The first character is D, whose last occurrence is 14. So our new end pointer becomes 14. We continue this process until we reach the end of the string. Finally, let's analyze the complexity. The time complexity is big O of n, where n is the length of the string, because we traverse the string twice, once for the last indices and once for the greedy scan. The space complexity is big O of 1, or constant space, because our map only stores data for 26 lowercase English letters, regardless of the input string length.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.